Double vision, or diplopia, causes people to see two separate images of the world offset from each other. I'll cover why this happens, how special types of glasses can correct for this, and how to prevent yourself from getting diplopia in the first place. There are two types of diplopia: monocular diplopia and binocular diplopia. Monocular diplopia happens when you're even just using one eye at a time. It may look like a shadow. Binocular diplopia happens when your two eyes are open at the same time, and it goes away if you cover one of your eyes. Monocular diplopia is more common and usually less serious. Binocular diplopia is usually caused by your two eyes being out of alignment or some other more serious underlying conditions. Double vision is actually really common. More than 800,000 people a year visit their doctor because of diplopia. It's one of the most common reasons people go to the ER, with around 50,000 people going to the ER every year because of this. Double vision can affect anybody, but it's a lot more common in people older than 60 years old. But what exactly causes this? Diplopia can be caused by eye muscle problems, neurological issues like head injuries, strokes, or tumors, or nerve-related problems like multiple sclerosis or diabetic eye disease. Double vision can also be caused by keratoconus, where the cornea on the front of your eye bulges outwards. I'll link to a whole other video I made about keratoconus down in the description. Thankfully, prism glasses can address double vision pretty well. They have little prisms inside of them that bend the light going into one eye, aligning it with your other eye and eliminating double vision. Your eye doctor can do some tests to measure your exact amount of misalignment, and then that can be built into your glasses. Looking at your eye prescription, you may see a prism specification with your amount of misalignment given there. These temporary Fresnel prism stickers can be added to your existing glasses to let you test out what it would be like to wear prism glasses. These Fresnel prisms are also used when your prism specification isn't stable and might change soon. But what exactly are prisms? Prisms are little blocks of glass or plastic with flat faces on them. So, if a prism encounters light, that light bends or refracts going into it. So this light still passes through, but you see it being bent at an angle. These are just little reflections we can kind of ignore right here. But as I change the angle of this prism, you see that it changes the angle of the light leaving it. So the angle of this bending is based on the angle reaching the prism, and also the material of the prism, with different types of glass bending light differently. Another weird thing that prisms do that doesn't really happen in glasses, but it's still just kind of cool to show, is that if light enters at the right angle, it totally internally reflects inside of this instead of transmitting through. So at certain angles, it's passing right through, but if you bend it enough, boom, that weird total internal reflection happens. Let's get back to prism glasses though. I've used that word Fresnel a few times now, but I'll explain what that really means using lenses. This is a normal lens. It is made out of glass and has a curved surface to it that allows it to take in light and either focus that to a point or spread that light out. Meanwhile, this thing is also a lens. This is called a Fresnel lens, and instead of being a curved piece of glass, this is just a thin piece of plastic. So how exactly is this a lens? Instead of having that curved surface, this has these ridges on it. Might be able to hear that. And so these ridges take that curved surface of the lens and break it down into little tiny ridges that each have a bit of that curve. And all together, it approximates that normal lens and works kind of like it, but it has a little worse performance. But the benefits of Fresnel lenses are that they're thinner and lighter and can be cheaper. And Fresnel prisms do something similar, breaking down this angled shape of a normal prism into, again, a bunch of tiny ridges that approximate the same effect as this normal prism. If you need prism correction for the long term though, you can have prism glasses with that prism built directly into the glasses lens. They'll look just like a normal pair of glasses, but the lenses will be thicker on one side than another. If you're concerned about that being noticeable and looking weird, you can use thicker glasses frames. It could take a few days to get used to wearing prism glasses, and you may have some eye strain during that time, but you'll get used to them. Definitely talk to your eye doctor if you're experiencing double vision, and they can help you figure out if prism glasses or some other treatment is best for you. But there are 3 things you can do to greatly reduce your chance of ever getting diplopia in the first place. You could prevent it by not smoking cigarettes, giving your eyes a break from looking at a computer or phone screen throughout the day, and scheduling regular eye exams every 1 to 2 years to catch any issues early. Catching eye issues early before they develop and get worse significantly improves your chances of ending up with better vision.